Hey everybody, Ben here with Frigo Fishing, and in this video we are going to do something a little bit different. This is really about taking kids fishing. That's really what we want to do. That's really what we want to see. We want to see kids out there on the water making memories, having a good time. My sister and my brother-in-law had come down from Colorado, and we had one mission: to get their kids on some fish. That's what they wanted. They wanted a different experience. So the first thing we did was we went out to our ranch ponds. That's a great place to start. There's not a whole lot of things to get hung up on. And sure enough, we hadn't been there very long when their daughter hooked up onto this nice 2.5 pound bass using a swim tail and an underspin. And she was very good. She loved it. At first she was shocked, I think, because she had barely learned how to cast. And so then she held it up and she was proud, pictures all around. I was the first fish that was caught that day. And then we went out to Falcon Lake. And it was rough. It was about 20-mile-an-hour winds. It was a tough environment, but sure enough, we weren't been there for too long, and my sister hooked up on this 2.5 pound bass from the shore using shad. And of course, she was very proud of that. She hadn't caught a bass in a long time, and she had to show it off. She wanted to make sure her husband knew that she had caught that fish all by herself. She's holding it up. She's really happy about that because her husband wasn't catching anything. We tried to get him on fish all week, and we just couldn't do it. He just could not do it. But in any case, we went out on the boat, even though it was very rough and windy. The trolling motor on the boat held up really well. We were really happy about that. But it was really rough, so we couldn't really get out of even the inlet. But the white bass were there, and this was the first one that was caught on that day. We caught a few that day, and then the girls started hooking up onto them. We were using spinners, and then we were also using some Mr. Twister tails and just some jigs. And the white bass are really aggressive, so they're great for kids to start on. And here's the first one that she caught, her very first fish. She was proud of it. You can see her smile here as she holds it up for the camera. Can't believe that she caught it. Again, these girls had just learned to hold rods. They really just hadn't been around fishing very much, and yet we were able to get out there and get them a great experience on the water. And then, not real long after her sister got one, she got another one. She was a little fisherwoman this week. She was catching everything. She was diligent and dedicated. She got a little bit of that fishing blood in her, and she was like, oh, this is great. And so she really enjoyed it. And this was another white bass that she caught. And she's getting braver now at this point, so she's going to hold it all by herself, and she's going to get the pictures. Had to wash it off a little bit because it had some blood on it, but she holds up for the camera, and she has a great time with that. And we just caught some white bass, some black bass, and just had a great time teaching these kids how to be outdoors and how to go fishing. And I'm going to encourage you with this because this is so important. With this lockdown, it's going to be over for too long. And we're going to want to be out there, and we're going to get out there on the water. But it's important that not just we get out there on the water, but that we take these kids fishing. We teach them the resources. We teach them how to do it. We teach them the great outdoors and let them enjoy the experiences themselves, getting them on these fish, teaching them how to provide food for themselves, and it's an important skill. So I would encourage you, take a kid fishing. Summer's going to be here before too long. Kids are already pretty much out of school, so you can do it. Take a kid fishing. Until next time, may you always catch your limit.